Bada boom, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how you doing? How you doing? Beef and Cheeks back in the building. Number 2 coming down. How you doing? Oh, it's Uppbeat Gaming Podcast featuring your host, Locarthemanbeast. But also featuring me, the LobsterDust.
See, that's what we got to do, man. Every time we get botched with a little bit of recording issues, we come back with high energy because we already started it, and then we're pissed off that we got started over again. This is it, man. I just want you to know, I did that on purpose. I fucked up your internet on purpose just so we can come back with this high energy.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, let's go into it.
Let's get right into it.
Let's talk about it again. I don't want to fucking lose that train of thought where we were on before. Tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's start at the beginning. It's gonna be May. It's May 1st, May 2nd. Free Comic Book Day. Lots of comics coming out. We're not able to get to go because life. But there's a lot of things that are coming out that like really are kind of just like tertiary to what we're really excited about, and that's the 12th. May 12th is going to be the next book. The next book is exciting.
Okay, slow down.
Okay. I didn't know how much we need to catch up. I was just trying to do like the core notes, if you will.
I hear you. No, again, like we were talking about. So on the 1st, tomorrow, there's a bunch of comic book stores that are doing the 2nd, they're doing a free release for the Dungeon Crawler comic book series that's coming out. And it's not graphic novel, right? It is a comic book series. It's like a fucking 20-page comic book, right?
It's the webtoon.
Yes, comic.
In comic book form.
Yes. Okay.
So the webtoon is like in comic book form, but just like PDF file, I guess.
Yeah.
And they Vault Comics turn that into like a comic book that they are releasing because they probably paid Matt a bunch of money. Like we've already been talking about.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people that are like, we're going to do this for you. And he's like, I like money.
Yeah, exactly. And so that goes back to another point that we were kind of saying, like, where we need to just calm down on the amount of fucking dungeon crawler paraphernalia that we're starting to pick up. Because there's just so much of it that's coming out right now, right?
I can't.
I mean, I get that.
I'm having a hard time, man.
But like
they're getting me with every little thing. And then I look and I'm like, oh, that's just fucking adding up.
There's also part of me that's starting to look at the fact that because this is becoming such a fucking big blown out, it's gone mainstream so much now that like it's losing its like niche vibe that it had. I liked Dungeon Crawler when it was something new and unique. And I can only imagine the people that felt about it when they were like, when it was like early days, like 2021 time period. You know what I mean?
You know what it's turning into? Deadpool.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, like you're like, you like Deadpool too, and you're like, as soon as you hear somebody say that, you're like, ugh,
yeah. So when did you like Deadpool? Oh, when I saw Ryan Reynolds fucking.
You know, Ryan Reynolds put his money up to make this own trailer, and he tricked the studio. Like they say that, you're like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. That's what I don't want to. And that's what I was saying about this next upcoming book on book 12.
He's such an actual fan that he put up his own money because he ruined it in Wolverine Origins.
It's like people that fucking spit the Lord of the Rings fact and be like, you know that he actually fucking broke his toe when he kicked that helmet. And that's it's like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know everybody fucking knows, and not fans know. Shut. Tell me something I don't fucking know. God damn.
Oh man.
Actually.
Yeah. Oh God. Seriously. Oh man. That's the most annoying part. That's one of the things that, like, I hate watching the fucking Lord of the Rings movies for shit like that. When people spit facts about the movie, but then you like see like things like Colbert, where like he'll spit facts about Lord of the Rings that like people don't even know about in the books. Like just like off the wall topic shit that's just like so obscure, but he just has that knowledge. It's like that's a real one. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with like this Dungeon Crawl.
Yeah.
That's why I want the book so bad on the 12th. That's why I want to read. I want to just get into the story again. I don't need some regurgitation of the past 7 books. I don't need some regurgitation or some like fucking off the wall thing of turning it into some visual like experience. Is it cool? Yes, it's absolutely cool. But again, it's starting to lose its like value in a sense. I want that book because this continues the story. This is what I have been waiting for. I have not been waiting for the game. I have not been waiting for the TV show. I'm waiting for this next fucking book. I want to see where this story goes.
The more I think about the TV show, the more I almost don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
I'd like it to be shelved and revisited once the entire story is done. Once.
Don't do a fucking Game of Thrones. Right? That's what's going to happen. It's going to be a Game of Thrones. You have to wait for Matt to finish the fucking series because the show is only going to take so long to create, right? And then what ends up happening if you catch up with you're just going to go on hiatus? There's no fucking way. You can't do that, you know?
It's like, there's this TikTok and it was like, first it was like Brandon Sanderson. And it was like, I don't even like, I write 13 books before I even put out the first book that I want people to read. I do this. And then there's like somebody else is like, well, I do this. And George R. R. Martin is like, I do about 80% of the work. And then I just kind of give up. And there's one guy just staring at the ground. And I don't know what it is, but like the whole comments are like, this motherfucker put out 2 of the best books I've ever read. And we've been waiting 12 years for book 3. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm terrified of. Like, just fucking give Matt some fucking blinders.
Yeah.
And let him Tarantino. Send him to fucking Bangkok. Give him a bunch of blow. Give him Jeff Hayes and a bunch of fucking ladyboy hookers and just lock him away until it's all done.
Yeah.
And then do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, because again, I'm also worried. What am I worried about? Who gives a shit? But my own personal worry is that he's going to get too big and it's going to get to his head too quick that he's going to just fucking ghostwrite one of the ones, or he's gonna be like he just gives it all to the community and then just churns out some slop. You know what I mean?
Gives it to the community, leans into it, has AI finish the book for him, and says like, I thought it'd be funny if I let like the AI finally win. You know, you're like, what?
Okay, so
ChatGPT wrote book 10.
Yeah, exactly, right. So like, okay, here's another like crazy thing about an author that blows up and then like everything goes to shit. So some of the chick books that exist out there, Christine reads a lot of them. Shout out to Christine for fucking keeping these books out on the shelf. And I've read a one of them. Colleen Hoover. Okay, so have you ever heard of this movie that came out? It Ends With Us. It's a chick flick, you know. It's actually
It Ends With Us.
Yeah, it's got it's
on
all
Netflix.
It's all the controversy that came out about fucking Blake Lively and her like co-star and all that weird shit.
Never mind. Nope.
Anyway.
That's that movie, huh? That's that fucking the Blake Lively. Okay, yeah. No.
So anyway, so Christine,
I only know the. Okay.
She read the book and she loved it. It was like one of her favorite books or whatever it came out to. We went and saw it in theaters. It was actually an okay movie for a chick flick. You know what I mean?
You went and saw it in theaters. It Ends With Us.
Yeah, it's like her favorite book. She wanted to go see it.
Okay.
This goes back to that fucking conversation we had last week about you talking about weird ass conspiracies and her asking about the fucking nails. You do the things, the meat in the middle. It's called compromise. Anyway, so I went to go see it.
No. What I want you to understand. I went because I find it disgusting. I watch Twilight twice a year, like the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, but you like Twilight. That's different.
No, I fucking don't, dude. No, I don't. But the thing is, I get it. I'm judging you, but I have no room to judge. You understand?
Oh, I do.
You understand?
I do.
Okay, keep going.
So anyway, so went to go see it. Fine. It was a fine movie. You know, you kind of get like a bit of the story and you're like, it's fine, whatever. You know, Colleen Hoover did this almost an Alfred Hitchcock thing during the movie. They're at like a party or whatever, and like she's in the movie. It's her first movie. She blew up. She writes all these things, all these different books. She's come out with them. People love her writing all these things. Blows up. The movie comes out, and it's like, oh, okay. People really like the movie. They love the book. They like the movie. Then all the fucking controversy behind fucking Blake Lively and her bullshit. Colleen Hoover gets wrapped up in that. They put out another movie of one of our other books called Reminders of Us or some shit like that. Me and Christine sat here and watched it. It is a absolute, complete dog shit movie. It is the worst fucking movie I've ever watched in my entire life. It is fucking awful.
And to be clear, you're saying that the one beforehand was a good movie.
I'm saying it was a fine movie. I'm saying it wasn't a bad
movie. I'm
movie.
just giving perspective.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Not just for me, but for our faithful listeners.
Someone who also didn't read that book. I didn't read It Ends With Us. I only got whatever she spit at me. But the fact that she loved it so much, then went to see it and it was like, it's okay. I am not into chick flicks. And so me being able to sit through an entire chick flick and say, it's fine, is pretty high fucking praise, right? We watched this movie and she was like, the whole time she was like, it sucks because the book is so good, but this movie is just ass. The people who acted, it was just,
it's the meme, like the noose around our neck first time, like people whose greatest fucking works have gone to fucking film.
Well, so all of this controversy is now wrapped up in her shit. She gets like a mediocre, okay movie with It Ends With Us. She's got a dog shit ass movie. She's got all this fucking stuff and then the author caught all of this shit. She caught all of it. And she's like, now she's in tabloids because she blew up so fucking fast and people hated all of her shit that came out because they never read the books. They only saw the stuff on TV because that's how people consume media nowadays, right? Nobody reads books. And so now, because she's got this with controversy and like with fucking all the rest of the stuff going around, now Colin Hoover is just like, oh God, who fucking likes this girl? Why would anybody read her shit? It's awful, blah, 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 blah. So she ends up coming out and writing another book. She just recently released a book at the beginning of the year, I think. And she wrote a story basically around an author who like catches a bunch of controversy and then like does her, it was just kind of like almost like a weird, like
Inception.
Yeah, just weird.
And then I'm gonna make a movie about that, and then that's gonna catch shit, and then I'm gonna make a movie about making the movie about that.
Right, weird shit. Anyway, but it is something so real when you think about it. It's like an author blows up, and then they buy the rights to the script or the story to make this movie, and if they half-ass it, the large percentage of people that are going to be around it are not going to be mad at the studio or the people that made the movie. They're just going to be mad at the author, right? Because without reading the books and knowing this stuff, they're just going to be like, this is ass. So when Matt Dinniman hands this over to fucking Seth MacFarlane's company and they don't fucking hire Jeff Hayes as Donut for the entire series, or they don't
strike one.
Stick to the source material as
that's immediate. I won't even give it a second episode. No. If I see one big diversion like that, I'm out.
Or just like because of limitations.
I'm not just out. I'll become a prolific Redditor.
Oh yeah, fucking. Or just like the idea that they can't do certain things because limitations on either CGI or being able to get this on the screen or have it cohesive enough that it can be an hour episode. You know what I mean? If they cheese dick it that way, it could fucking ruin. Just look at, and that's
why we don't get book 10. It's a fucking just a fucking Kurt Cobain in a Seattle hotel room. Oh, Matt, please don't.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's honestly one of the reasons why I would rather it not release until book 10's done.
I was going to say, because then you also have the running for the Game of Thrones issue where they catch up and
you
then
meet somewhere
and you're like,
God. Can you imagine if they do fucking 8 seasons of the TV show and he still hasn't come out and they're like, okay, like you just released book 9. We're starting to fucking wrap. We need the fucking writers. And next thing you know, you've got fucking
season 8 all over again. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's a real life thing. That's why, like, do you watch Invincible at all?
No, I used to. They lost me when they had like the writer's strike. I just never came back from that. Where it was like, what? They released like half of season 2. It went like, or was it season 3 or season 2?
I think it was season 3 that they did half of it first, and then they did it another half later.
It just like, and they even did like a thing like they're at like a comic book, and they're like, oh, it's crazy what happens when like the writers are on strike. They did like a little like nod to it. I could not for the life of me. I loved it. Couldn't get back into it after that.
Season 4 was great.
I think I'd be really.
I'm also I'm finally caught up from what I read in the graphic novel to what's on TV. So this upcoming season, I have not consumed any more of the source material up to this point. And so the thing
I think
is,
I'd rather have like the graphic novels.
I do too.
Just give that a go and just.
But
read through it.
that's the thing that's been so great is that even with the writers on strike, I think they just paused because they were just dealing with all that stuff because of the writers being on strike. But what is on TV versus the source material is almost a 1-for-1. Like there's
that's impressive.
You know what I mean? But I also think you can do that because you've already had someone do all the writing and the drawing for this
the whole thing is fucking storyboarded for you.
Exactly. All you have to do is 90% copy and
of the
paste.
writing. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially for an animated series.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? If you what? Just fucking I can put it in Chat GPT and just say this frame to this frame and
yeah, and if you fuck that up, that is a question. Like it's like how?
Ooh.
How? So now you have Dungeon Crawler that already has all the source material, and then you make it live action when 90% of that already is fucking, in my head, would be CGI or cartoon. Think of all the different crawlers. Think of all the different magic spells. Think of all the weird shit.
Think of all the different races. Think of all the different fucking every single thing. It's gonna have more CGI than fucking 300.
Exactly. So then you give it a live action.
It's gonna be Carl. That's it.
That's it.
Like he's the only one, and Louis and Franz.
Yeah.
There's like fucking 3 people that are actually human. Everything else is like a fucking amorphic thing.
It doesn't make any sense to make it live action. And that's the more you look at it, the more you're like, dude, this is not going to play out the way you want it to.
No.
And that's why I think it comes down to, I think Matt Dinniman has been, I don't want to say a struggling artist, but definitely a struggling artist. And nobody who writes books in his early years is making fucking money. So now that he's making money, he is just collecting as, you know, and I respect it.
Oh man. I would.
100%.
Fucking how long have I been eating shit and I finally get to fucking cash in? Especially when you see, it's like you were fucking days behind, but you're like, hey guys, look at fucking He Who Fights with Monsters has a hardcover. You know, just way behind on the news
You're such a
cycle.
fucking cock. I cannot wait.
And
no, fuck you. I'm so
fucking 2 days prior. Matt already posted a thing where he's like, hey, it's good to finally like see other people who like came before me like on the shelves, and it was like his book right next to his book.
Yeah.
But like, can you imagine being an author for so long and then just like Matt popping off the way he is right now? I'm sure there's plenty of people that are like, sell out and shit like that.
Yeah.
But that just proves like you can be an author for so fucking long and never get the recognition.
And it is,
if you get that, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
No matter what anybody fucking says, make your fucking money, take all of the opportunities.
100%.
Please just give us book 10.
I agree 100%. Also, step that fucking back. I sent you the picture because I was holding it in my hand, and then I bought it because fuck you. Did you post anything? Oh, it was a couple days behind. Did you share anything?
No, because every time I fucking do, you're like, spoilers, Brad.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I literally was just showing you that it was here. I was holding that physical copy in my hand.
Yeah, whatever.
You're such a
read it, Mr. Asano.
You're such a fucking tiny man. Tiny man. Oh Christ.
Anyways.
So I'm
fuck you.
Oh Christ.
Man.
Huh.
Fishing. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
I got the fucking bug, dude. I want to get out on the water. And not only do I want to get out on the water, I've been playing fucking Dredge. Fucking Dredge is a great game. I'm fishing in there.
Amazing game.
I'm trying to fish. I was in Roseville yesterday. Went to fucking Bass Pros. Met this guy named fucking Clyde. He fucking set me up for like $60 on a rod reel combo. Fucking showed me his fucking YouTube channel on how he's gonna teach me how to fucking hook some fucking bass with light line fishing. I was like, that sounds like my kind of shit, Clyde. I got it out there in my garage right now. I'm about to fucking crimp some fucking weights and just cast into my driveway. Practice that perfect fucking cast. Come on,
dude. Fishing does sound like a fucking fun time. Just sit, relax.
You fucking did this to me.
I know.
You were like, don't you just want to fucking cast a line and not catch a single thing? And I said, you know what? It turns out I fucking do.
Yeah. But that old
Clyde at Bass Pro was like, what do you want to catch? I was like, I don't even care. He's like, no, I mean, like, where are you going to fish? I was like, I don't even care. Yeah. And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, me and a buddy were just talking about it. We just want to go fishing. He's like, but for what? And I said, we don't even care. He's like, if you watch this YouTube video that like I play, it's like, you don't have to subscribe or anything, but it'll just kind of like show you the basics. And I was like, I appreciate it. What I'm saying is we could give a shit if we catch anything. Yeah. We kind of just want to stand by a body of water, do this a couple times. If something comes in with it, cool.
Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about like old school fishing where you get the nasty bait.
A hobo stick and a fucking...
Exactly. You just put that nasty bait on the end of it with like some fish eggs and just cast. I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to be out in public, fucking sitting there not saying
like bright
shit.
Purple marshmallows.
Yeah. Fucking fishing would be a ton of fun, man. That's how you know you're getting to a weird old place. Okay, here's what ends up happening. You either take up golf or you take up fishing.
I've been thinking about golf a lot too.
I've been thinking about golf too. I don't want to golf.
Not even for fucking. And I don't even want to like. I want to be one of those guys with like the fucking like. I need to get my steps in. You know. So what's the problem with having one of those like rolling carts that you fucking go, just hoofing it around, looking at some nice things. You know, like, oh, this is beautiful. Going, smacking a ball, chasing the ball, smacking a ball, chasing the ball.
There's definitely
having like one beer, smoking like fucking 5 packs of cigarettes. Just, oh, what a day, dude.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that doesn't sound good.
That sounds amazing. But that's also what I'm saying. I'm not playing
not
for
keeping
fucking
score at all. Like,
no,
you know,
just hitting the ball, dude.
The same way I'm fishing is the same way I'm golfing. Like, fucking.
Yeah, I'm going to knock it. If it goes to the tree, I'm just going to walk down 50 yards and drop the ball in the fucking green and just
fucking
knock it
a backpack just full of extra balls.
Yeah,
like,
100%. Yeah. I'm not trying.
At some point, I might just purposely hit my good ball that way and just start over.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. I have been thinking about it. I think the thing about golf, though, is it requires a very specific time of the season because I am not fucking walking around in 85-degree weather golfing. That just does not sound fun. Fishing, though, next to a body of water at like 75, 80 degrees is probably not too bad either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like going to Sly Park, you know?
Yeah.
Just go sit where it's quiet. There ain't shit going on. Sit next to the fucking spillway and then just fish. Yeah. You know what I mean? That sounds dope.
Preach, brother.
Yeah, man. Something that, because I can't rally the way I used to. I don't want to drink all fucking night anymore. I just have no desire to do that. We have a couple drinks at nighttime and I'm like, I'm done. I'm ready to lay down. It's 10 o'clock, dude. I have no interest in being up anymore. I want to sit on a couch with I did this not too long ago. I fucking made Bloody Marys, sat down and read a book. Yes.
I have no room to judge. Man, I've opened a bottle of wine, had a glass and a half while I read and been like, just enough that you feel just a little silly while you're reading. Yeah. I get you.
Dude,
this is the age I'm getting is like, I go do like a little bit of yard work, a yard work beer.
Oh yeah.
Where
dude.
you
wipe your
quarter
brow,
of the way.
You wipe your brow and then just go on a bottle.
Yeah. By the time you're done with the yard work, like you've kind of worked off your buzz already. Yeah. You come in, you can't tell if you're just like a little hungover from the beer you had, or if it's just like, man, I've been out in the sun. Mm-hmm. Have some water. You're right back to it, man. I get it.
Or the best part is the yard work beer, right? Yard work. You start your yard work. You have a glass of water. You know, start your yard work. Get a little sweaty. Time for a beer. Put one down. Finish your yard work. Maybe have a second beer. Go back inside. Take a shower. Get all nice and clean. Sit down and fucking take a nap. Dude, that is it.
I haven't had that yet, but
it hits a level when you wake up, and it's like you got your yard work done early in the day too. So when you wake up, it's still like relatively early. It's like 3-4 o'clock. You wake up, you feel refreshed. You get up, you do dinner, you sit down, you have dinner, and just fucking vibe for the rest of the night. Dude, I'm telling you, that hits on a level that I don't know can ever be like matched. Well, yeah, you can't do that going out at 10 o'clock fucking to a club.
No.
You don't get that same dopamine hit.
That's what I think about that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like not even just like how we used to drink, bartending. Like my old like customers that were like older than me that were in their like mid 40s who would just be fucking tying one on all day. How, dude?
You hate yourself. That's the only way. How?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. You're a machine. If you don't stop, maybe I guess you never.
Yeah.
Well, man.
I mean, but that's also the thing too. It's like, as I was reading this article, I guess millennials they're at a point where they're just not, or not millennials. Sorry. Gen Z is just not drinking anymore. That's just not a thing that exists. So I also think the quality of what you would like, it's
okay.
not,
Thanks and all.
yeah. Well, I mean, just like, just in general, that idea of like going out to the club now, think about the music that's out nowadays. Okay. Think about the style of things.
Music.
Oh God. Just like
Fent music, the style nowadays. Jinkos are coming back.
Yeah. I don't know if I could go out with, like, we went to Christine's friend came up last weekend and we went to a bar downtown. Just, had a night out with Sid and went to a bar. It wasn't anything crazy. We went out, had a couple drinks. We went to one place, grabbed a beer, didn't even finish the beer. Went to another place, had a couple drinks of the beer, ran into some people, talked for a little bit, decided to come home, not fucked up at any means, like the same alcohol consumption you would have just sitting on your couch. Came home and it was fine, but it was just like a speakeasy type of bar downtown here.
That sounds full. If I'm just being honest with you,
it wasn't.
I want no part of that.
But it wasn't drinking in excess. It would be the same. I got 2 drinks when I was out.
I just don't want to be around people.
that was another big one too.
I feel like when we meet up, like that's as big
my
as
people.
I ever wanted anymore. Like I don't want to be around. It used to be me, you, Corey Rose, and one other fucking brave soul that would fucking go sit amongst 350 people we don't fucking know, get as drunk as we can, meet every single person somehow, forget them immediately, and move on to the next thing. Yeah. Now, I want less than I can count on my fucking hand in a kitchen and cramped, like, and nobody's fucking sitting down, just fucking sitting there. We can get fucked up. We could not. Like, anywhere in between there, I'm cool. But that's as big as I think I ever wanted ever. Ever.
I agree. Just the idea now of being like, we're in a position where it's weird to have people like passed out on couches or like sleeping on a fucking, like on the floor with like a towel covering them. You know what I mean? I'm too fucking old for that shit. I want to go home to my own bed. So like my alcohol consumption at parties is enough to just get me to a buzz point to then dip down so I can drive.
Cul-de-sac, dude.
I know. Cause then that just comes into
we'd be dead.
I got fucking Lachona playing every weekend. We're out in the middle of the street. Oh man. Oh. So maybe not a cul-de-sac, because that sounds.
That'd be a quick way for everyone to be fucking
in a lot of trouble.
Single, fucking.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh man.
All of a sudden, it's just like a fucking a bachelor house. Just fucking. Well, all the guys got kicked out, but glad we have this house we could all live in. We'll
get the cul-de-sac and we'll have one house that's just staged, but it will never be full. It's like, somebody's sleeping on the couch, going over there, and then just like all the dudes just migrate there for the night.
Land party.
We're just helping him through his shit.
Man. So, gaming. Let's talk about it.
Did you hear about this thing Sony did? So I guess there's this thing that came out. Let's see if I can do this correctly. I read the article. I read a bunch of stuff and I was doing it, and it's all over the board right now. It's all over the board. But it's the bottom line is the question I'm going to play with. Sony had a thing come out. Their DRMs. Basically what was happening from PSN, they were seeing that if you didn't log in within a 30-day time period, you would lose your licensing to the game that you paid for.
I said that to you.
Yeah. Okay.
I immediately, no research, I was about to fucking throw my PlayStation down the hill. Because is it such a far stretch that like they're like
that's the point. That's the point.
Could it be they teased that, tested it, they're like, oop, that was an accident.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
that's the shit that pisses me off because I know for a fact they were like, boop. And then once it got all this fucking crazy thing, they were like, oop. That was a glitch.
We knew about it.
We've been trying to get around it. We
were the focus group. We were a live focus group, but we just didn't even know it.
They're testing the waters because was it Ubisoft? I think it was Ubisoft or EA that said that they were going to start putting advertisements in games.
Ubisoft.
They were going to start putting advertisements in their video games. So during your middle of your fucking your gameplay that you're in the middle of, all of a sudden, bloop, you get an advertisement that pop up, and you fucking pay a subscription to get out of that.
Can you imagine?
Well, why? Sony is.
You think Summit 1G fucking punched a monitor? Watch me. I'll fucking punch everything in this fucking house. I just monitor, window, wall, just work my way.
Although part of me. Okay, now here's the other side of this. Part of me wanted no one to say anything and let Sony just shoot themselves in the foot. Be done with it. Just be done with it. Like you get a big name fucking person out of the game. Everyone should have shut their fucking mouths and just let that happen. Let that ride. Okay, for you, it would have sucked because you definitely have Crimson Desert on there and you're playing it right now. So in the immediate effect, you'd be like, oh, absolutely not. But if everybody just shut their mouths and let Sony just fucking ruin it, and everybody's like, oh, cool, you guys are doing this? Well, we're just not playing, we're not buying Sony PlayStations anymore. We're not doing any of this stuff. Ever. We're not buying any of your games. We're not buying any. Oh, you're going to come out with a bunch of exclusives? Cool. No one's going to fucking play them. You know what I mean? And if they just let that go, it's the same thing about people stop buying battle passes. If you stop buying battle passes, eventually companies will stop doing it, right? If you stop fucking buying early access or pre-ordering games, people are going to stop doing it. They're going to stop putting that shit out there, right? Like that whole, people are like, oh, you didn't pre-order this thing or whatever. It's like you pre-ordered a digital copy of a game like they were going to fucking run out.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I can't make more ones and zeros on this computer.
Yeah, exactly. What? Hello? You know what I mean?
It's not a finite resource. It's not like a physical copy. It's not like a special edition.
Nah, I've stopped pre-ordering games unless the only time I've pre-ordered games like Diablo, 1, you got a bunch of free shit, but then 2, we got to play Paladin like fucking 4 months early.
Yeah.
Right? There was something that came with it. Pre-ordering it gave you access to stuff.
That meant something.
Yeah, it was already access to some shit that was going on. And it was a perfect time to jump back into Diablo and go that route, right? Like, the new DLC has come out. I haven't even touched it yet. So.
Diablo is a perplexing fucking thing. On the subject of battle passes.
Okay.
Did you hear, what's his name? Bobby Kotick?
Kotick?
Kotick? Do you know he's in the Epstein files?
Of course. Come on now. That doesn't even surprise me.
Did you know Jeffrey Epstein?
Yes, I heard about all this stuff.
Reaching out to him about fucking like, you know what you should do, like to start introducing that idea of like how like basically like eroding like basic economics. Like you should just start doing that to kids so they like start losing track of like how like they should actually work with money.
You know who Jeffrey Epstein was outside of being just a child sex trafficker?
No, I know, but it's crazy. Like he's just like
guy, you know what I mean? Like, and he made.
I found out about it through podcasts, and they're like, man, he was just like bad everywhere. Like he fucking like he just like it wasn't like I just like sex traffic children. Like it's like every single part of his life. He's like, how can I make this worse and more evil?
And Kotick was one of those guys from the very beginning. From Activision, the very beginning, when he acquired all that stuff and took over and started doing. If you read Kotick's like actual like biography and stuff within the gaming industry, the dude was a savant. And he was a fucking good businessman. He knew shit about video games, but he was a good businessman. And that's why Activision was so profitable back in the day, was Kotick. So if you took just all the outside stuff away and you just looked at it, man, he was a player in the game. And then you trickle down once you get, the merger of fucking Blizzard and like all the little things that happen and all the shit. And then you look at it and you still go, they pump out all this shit, but they're still a fucking highly profitable company. Why? It's because Kotick was at the top fucking running it. There's a small bit of respect I have for that guy because he was a business dude and he ran business. You know what I mean?
you can look at it objectively and say, like, as a businessman, for the fucking shareholders, goddamn,
Yeah.
he's batting. He's a heavy hitter. He's fucking bonds.
100%.
But it doesn't mean he's not a fucking
Nah.
giant sack of shit.
No, but then again, you look at all the people at the very top that are making that money. They're all giant sacks of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Name one fucking person at the top who's not a piece of shit.
Gabe.
Fair. Fucking fair.
Gabe.
But here's the thing.
Steam controller just released.
I know.
Steam Machine, they're saying could be releasing soon.
Yeah. They said maybe the end of this year.
Probably sooner. Some fucking guy, I just watched this video. Some guy has been monitoring what kind of shipments they've been receiving via whatever, and they just got a large shipment of gaming consoles. It just says gaming consoles to their headquarters. So
I mean,
people are saying the Steam Machine, the
the
Steam frame, and the controller could all be releasing all probably relatively soon.
Q2, Q3, that would be fucking sick. Here's the thing about it. You are right. He's at the top. He is without any real controversy that you know of.
That's true. That we know of.
Big fat gamer.
And what's funny is it's not like we ever even hear anything wildly great about Steam other than they didn't do what this person did. You know, it's like everybody else just shoots themselves in the foot. It's not like they're getting hugely positive press. It's just that everybody else is getting so much negative press that they're just kind of standing on their own.
The worst press that I think Valve got in the past, like I want to say for like 5-10 years, is when Epic Store came out and everybody was so fucking jumping on the fact it's like, oh well, Steam takes 20%, like we're not gonna fucking go with them, we're going with Epic because they only take 5% or 10% or whatever the fuck it was, blah 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 blah, and this whole thing. And Steam the whole time was like, okay, go. They didn't change, they didn't waver, didn't do anything. They were just like, okay, we totally accept what you're saying, go. And then once gamers and the consumers were like, all right, well, we're not dealing with Epic Store and all their bullshit and their fucking terrible launcher and all these things. We'll just wait for the games to come back on Steam. Steam was just like, all right, we're not doing shit. You know, we're not changing anything. Yeah. This is how we've designed the market. Yeah. Sorry, you don't like it. Totally fair. You know what I mean? But
it's not even a line drawn in the sand. It's just they're consistent hard stance.
They're not upping and downing anything either. They have just been consistent across the board. And I think that's really what it comes down to. Yes, consumers
want.
They just want consistency. 100%. Because the hike in game prices isn't coming from Steam. That's coming from publishers and developers. You know what I mean? Everybody that bitches about fucking games and other stuff, that has nothing to do with Steam. Steam is still just a consistent fucking thing across the board. You know, it's like talking about fucking cool people, you know. So the new CEO for Xbox, I think we touched on this a little bit.
Yeah,
we were talking about, dude. This girl is fucking killing it, dude. What the hell, dude?
I'm tinfoiling it right now.
Okay,
I think this is all a ploy. I think they were like they already knew this guy's coming out. They're like, listen, bud, this isn't really gonna be on you. We're gonna tank your Q4, essentially, right? So that she can come out strong for her Q1. You know, like we're already getting rid of you as part of your severance. You shut the fuck up. We're gonna make some fucking changes. They're gonna be very short lived. She's gonna come back. She's gonna fucking reel it back in for us.
Well,
she's gonna regain the trust. There's something about, out of everything she's done, like what she took fucking the Game Pass or whatever down like $8 or something like that. She did like all these different things. Why is it that just like bringing the green back to the Xbox logo was the biggest thing for me?
Yo, so 100%. Okay, so
I was like, oh, that's hard.
So my first initial thing, right? Phil Spencer steps down. Okay, thank God. You know, you're not doing shit for Xbox. This girl comes in. My first reaction when they announced her as CEO, her only history within any type of like technological fucking job background was she works for Microsoft's AI department. She basically was like the lead and all this stuff. So you're looking at it being like, who the fuck is this person? What is it? And then she comes in and makes all these fucking changes. You're right. That Xbox logo, she removed all the wording, all the bullshit out of it and just made it fucking green. The simplest fucking change.
I don't know why it did.
And everybody
thing
fucking
for me, but
wrapped up on this and was like, holy shit. And it blew up. Dropped Game Pass down from $30 a month to $21. Now, to be fair, 6 months ago, it was $17 a month. So it's still it's almost a 30% increase from what it was 6 months prior. But again, it's better than it was fucking right now. Okay, fine. She's doing all these things. She's taking, and her whole thing was like, you know, we're dropping Xbox Game Pass, but Call of Duty games will not be day one launches on Xbox Game Pass.
Fine.
Boo.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh no.
Oh, what are we gonna do? Fucking who gives a shit, right? Perfect. Awesome. Love that. Bunch of different changes she's going through, just trying to bring back exclusives to the Xbox idea, something that like will have some meaning and matter to the company again, what it comes out to. So I started looking at all this stuff, and a bunch of people were like, man, I'm just really fucking overly surprised by this girl. And then I stopped for a second and I was like looking at all these people praise her and going all this stuff. It's like, she just chat GPT in the whole thing. She's an AI person.
How can I make this better?
Exactly. Please tell me
looking.
Please search the entire internet for everybody saying what would make our company better. I'm sure people have been ranting and raving of this stuff on fucking Reddit for years. All she had to do was just ask a fucking an AI to compile all this stuff and give her the best options. Ran with it, and everybody's like, "Yeah, that's great." Fucking so stupid. But
no, it's.
If that's all a CEO is now, is just using a chatbot to fucking help you, like, you know, come up with a good idea, where we might be in for the end.
Well, it could also be. God, I wish I could remember exactly what I did. It could also be that like that's just fucking how stupid our world is right now. Yeah. That like. A chat bot can just be like, you mean common sense? And people are like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Like, like we were having some conversation on some fucking some podcast. Mm-hmm. And I messaged Janica something and she was like, what? And I was like, I just want to remember this. Like, so I just like text her something. And it was like, I put all of the Game of the Year winners and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, like out of all the Game of the Years into Chat GPT, I want you to analyze like what critics said, what like the fucking fan base said, and I want you to kind of break down what a current game developer could like, what like the winning characteristic things are, and what the formula is for just producing a good game. And it was like, listen to people, have good story about. It spit back something so simple. You're like, oh, I mean, duh, but like that's really it.
That's
like
it.
It shouldn't be that hard to like fuck it up.
What's that saying? Sometimes
keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. But I mean, like it's just like sometimes the simplest like option or whatever it is like usually the right one to go with, right? Yeah. When you overcomplicate, it's that old idea like you don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? Like it's the same concept across the board. And you are right, common sense. I was reading this fucking article that like kids in schools are not just like obviously, but like testing lower and all this stuff. This guy came in front of the Supreme Court or something, some fucking thing. It was a really, really cool video that he put out. But one of the things they're realizing is that kids in front of screens, tablets, computers, and stuff like that are now scoring and testing so much lower than any kids prior because they have these machines and stuff that do everything for them, that there's no critical thinking involved.
Don't need to.
And it's now showing in phases much later into their lives where high school students are testing lower, college students are testing lower because there's no need for critical thinking, or there's no need to like, you know, common sense, because if you don't fucking know something, you just use your quantum computer that's in everyone's fucking pockets to find the answer.
Want to know what's fucking scary? Those people are like hitting the job force. Yeah. Those people are like, I see that in MRI, like in an MRI, it's a Facebook group, but it's ran by like the head person of like nationwide, possibly globally, MRI safety and stuff like that. And somebody's all, pacemaker, says it has MRI sure scan. Send it or nah. Like, just posted that, and somebody's all, yeah, should be good, bro. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking? Like somebody out there with a license is scanning somebody's fucking grandma or grandpa. And it's just like, should I send it? Yeah, should be good. Go. And it's like, whoa, what are you talking about? Like there's like steps. Like, and that's just like one thing. Yeah. Right. Now just imagine that across every single category of work everywhere. And there's this generation of people that are like, should be good. Should be good. Just look at this. No, this says good.
Because again, it comes down to fucking AI and all the stuff. It's so easy for you to write something, be like, oh, put it into Chat GPT and spit back some bullshit, and then you just immediately go with whatever that bullshit is. You know what I mean? It's like it's so easy for anyone to get, or like even just to sound professional. You don't have to sound professional. You just throw it in a chat bot and say, please make this sound professional. And it'll spit back some prompt. You just copy and paste it. Oh my God, he knows what he's talking about. He's so intelligent. No, you're not. You're not fucking smart as shit. You're just.
And then you meet the person behind the application that you just fucking read, and he's fucking just drooling like fucking Dax Shepard in Idiocracy. I'm a lawyer.
I have been telling people consistently.
Why is that movie?
I know it hits so hard. And like, think about when that was made too. That was made. That was the 1980 George Orwell's 1984. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what that movie was for us. But it's like, it's so stupid. I've been telling people that use ChatGPT for fucking everything. Like, stop. Write your own fucking messages. Write your own shit. Go do your own research or whatever. Stop using the chatbot, because the problem is that it doesn't sound real. Like when I get emails and stuff,
it doesn't sound like you.
I so many times. And every time I read like an email or something that came through to me, I'm like, I know that came from ChatGPT or text message. I know that came from ChatGPT. Yeah. None of that sounds real. That sounds too tailored. And like, if you're looking at it for someone who's anyone else, if you see it tailored that way, I would immediately be like, cannot trust that person, because they have no thought in their brain to do it themselves. You know? And that's the shittiest part about it, is that we're coming to this society now that just relies on relies on their phones, their chats, their fucking AI to do everything for them. And it's like, it is just ass. I saw this fucking TikTok or whatever. It's like, it was like some duet, you know, and like, it was like, oh, if you gave your buddy like 30 beers and he had to finish it in a month, like for $1 million, would you do it? And like some guy like duetted it, being like, that's like 3 beers a day. Your fucking generation is going to get us killed. Like,
yeah.
And you know what? I think a lot of it has to do, the Gen X millennials are the ones to blame. I'll tell you exactly where it is our fucking fault. And the reason why it's our fault is because things were made so hard for us by our parents that we did everything in our power to try and make it easier. And we made it too fucking easy. And now the next generation that's coming up doesn't have to work for anything.
Not only that, we made it easy without really. It's like we're the kids that like learned how to like cheat in computer class without doing the actual work.
Yeah.
Like we worked harder to make it do it for us, but we still didn't learn the lesson, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know? Well, we fucking like, we're on this like not able to self-correct. That and I blame all the boomers that like let all this happen, but we're too hoodwinked to even know what's going on.
The boomers.
AI is fucking currently telling my mom that a fucking meteor's coming to Earth or like some shit like that. Like, they're like, freaking the fuck out.
Boomers let it happen because boomers intentionally made shit so hard for us. Like, we're talking about, like, you know, our parents' parents are the people that put them in a position where it's like, fucking fuck school, you need to have a job type of thing or whatever. And our parents were like, no, you need to go to school. And then we're coming to the point being like, school's a fucking crutch and it's a money sink. Do not do that. Like, actually learn something. We got back to the thing of being like, go to a trade school, go work at as a crane operator. You know what I mean? Like, we've transitioned into our grandparents again, but in time, Those boomers, they didn't change anything because, again, it made it easier for them. The easier we made shit, the easier it was for them. And now we're at a point where we've made it so fucking easy that it's like there's no coming back from it. I've been watching the schools and stuff because I'm in this now. I'm in this, and I'm just like, here's the thing.
Don't even get me started.
The thing that
you're gonna freak the fuck out.
The thing that pisses me off the most. What did you learn today? Nothing. You were at school all fucking day. What did you learn? Tell me one thing you learned. I drew today. No, I didn't ask you if you drew something. I didn't ask about fucking lunchtime. I didn't ask about fucking playing basketball.
You know who fucking Archduke Ferdinand is or what?
Yes, yes. And I get, there's a concept. One of them's in 5th grade. One of them's in kindergarten. You know what I mean? But like, it's got to start early. I remember fucking reading and learning like at a young age. Now, whether or not I did that because that was my only outlet, or if that was because it was instilled on me to learn. But like, it is fucking wild to be like, where's your homework? I don't have homework. What do you mean you don't have homework? Yeah, we don't get homework anymore.
Better fucking tell your teacher to give you some, or I'm gonna start giving it to you. You're not gonna like the shit I give you.
I don't want you coming home and just sitting on your fucking phone, or then giving it. Okay, fine. You don't have homework. Well, now you gotta do chores. Like, it's like, fuck me.
What do you mean? I had chores and homework.
I'm still doing fucking chores. 30% of the chores I do around the house are yours. Do them.
Oh man,
that's like, it is a wild concept, and that's the hardest part. Is like the fun things that we do in this house, that are gaming, books, movies, TV shows, and stuff like that. I'm invested in it. So it's like when I see it, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Let's sit down and play games. Let's do this shit. And then it's like, oh, wait, we still have to fucking try a little bit here.
Yeah.
With the Barnes and Noble.
Even if your school has given up on you.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Because at some point, it's like I gained knowledge by learning at a certain point that I have to gain the knowledge myself. Like when I went to school, I fucking hated school. I hated school because it was just force fed into you, and that never interests me. And then all of a sudden there'd be a topic that popped up in history or something like that I was just autistic brain overly interested in.
Yeah.
And then I learned everything about that. You know what I mean? And then as I grew up and got older, I just realized if I get interested in something, I need to just dig into it and just go. And I love going through a Google rabbit hole. You know what I mean? Where it's like you start on one thing, and then as you're going through, there's another fucking hyperlink that pops up, and you click it.
You
and it
see,
goes,
though.
Yeah.
This is us leaning on that technology we created, though. This is that crutch.
Well, okay.
We use it slightly different.
Yeah.
But
yes.
at the same time, what do we want? We want the kids like, no. Figure out how to look for it. Like find the book, find the thing.
Right.
Like do the research.
Sure.
Are those cited pages? Huh?
And
what do you mean? What do you mean you're not even on Wikipedia?
So now, here's another big one too.
It's a double-edged sword.
When was the last time you went to a library?
About a month and a half ago.
Okay.
It was the saddest thing I've ever seen. It was in Auburn. I was going and I was getting a birth certificate for the child, and it said library. And I was like, holy fuck, there's a library. I can't remember the last time I've even seen one. I walked in. It was like, you have more books than this library did. I looked there and I was like, oh, this is sad. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. And there's one guy using like the free Wi-Fi in there, like looking really weird in the corner on his laptop, like looking over it. I can't imagine. El Dorado County Library, I think, is the only other library I think I've visited ever, though.
There's one in town
here. I can't imagine they're doing great, though. I don't know.
There's one in town, and it's connected to the high school. So I'm like, oh, that's probably the best place for that to be. But like, my whole thing is also like thinking about it now. There's no need for a Dewey Decimal System.
No.
You know?
That is an antiquated way of the past.
It's like cursive.
Which is crazy because I feel like I took 2 months to learn all about that. You know, that was a big deal in school when I was a kid.
No one will understand that.
They invented the Dewey Decimal System. Why wouldn't you just type it in? You don't fucking understand.
Yeah,
you couldn't type things in.
No one will understand opening.
To basically use a fucking numeric Morse code to figure shit out.
Stupid fucking wood thing that had all the cards in it. That smell you get. And then to go through to find, and then understanding, oh, I'm looking for 1982 in fucking this section, and then going through and searching all the books until you found. No one will understand that unless you were there during that time period. And that's the problem, is that I don't want us to keep, like you said, an antiquated system that just makes things more difficult, right? I need to go in and hit something. I need to get it and get out, right? I'm not here for fucking 30, 40, 50 minutes. I'm really interested in the subject. I need to write this for the report. Where's it at? It's here. Grab it. Or just pull it up on your fucking computer so you can just get the shit done. That's us making it easier. But there is some things that are like,
but
learning how to fix it
too widely accessible. People can edit Wikipedia. Like you
I
can't
agree.
trust this. You can't trust that. You know,
I agree.
It's got a big double-edged sword.
Or just you can find PDFs of the books online nowadays. You don't even need to go to a library to find your source material, you know? But there's some things you just can't learn. You cannot learn how to fix plumbing in your house by looking, you know, you can kind of watch a YouTube video to kind of figure it out, but until you do it,
you kind of got to take that swing and see if it's a miss or not.
I will tell you right now,
you have to turn on the water and see if shit starts spraying.
Yeah. Until you change your first angle stop, you will never know, like, the fear of potentially flooding your fucking house. You know what I mean? Not only just that, but just that realization that if I didn't do this right, and I'm going on a vacation next week, if I didn't do this right, there's a good fucking chance all of this is dead when I come home. You know what I mean? Like, there's shit like that doesn't, it does not fucking hit the same. And, you know, fixing a car, you know, or just the simplest, knowing how to fucking check oil in your car or put oil in your car.
Mercedes have thought about that.
I know, but that's what
you don't even need to.
That's the Beamer I have doesn't have a dipstick. It drives me fucking insane. Yeah. It's the weirdest thing. I have to
Which is fine until your car makes fucking 75,000 miles. What? And you're like, oh, maybe like it gets to that age where like you should be checking it and you're like, regularly? I don't even have the option.
Yeah. I have to wait for a sensor light to come on to be like, oh, you're low. I should never be fucking low. Yeah. I should never be low. Why am I low? Why did I have to wait for the car to tell me I'm low? You know?
Oh.
It's a weird thing. So, and then that's the whole thing about gaming.
I mean, BMWs nowadays have battle passes.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
You have the equipment, but are you paying your monthly battle pass so that you can use your heated seats?
I'm telling you, anything pre 2010, man, that's where you got to stop. 2010 and below is the only, you cannot get newer cars. Man.
I have been looking at Honda Civics, right? But I mean like a 1995, just like a 2-door fucking Honda Civic. Yeah. Just like this, just like the most basic thing, because you can like work on it. Do you know those go for 11 grand with 280,000 miles on them? Holy shit, dude.
You also have to think 1990, right, is a 30-year-old car.
That is a classic now.
That is a classic car. That is a classic car. That's a fucking wild concept to think about. I saw some guy the other day, it was again duetting something on
fucking
TikTok.
Over it.
He was like, the kid came on and was like, "Oh, I'm listening to some of my grandfather's records that he gave me." And there's no context. He's like, yeah, you're gonna love it. He's like, I'm listening to some of my grandfather's records that he gave me. So this record, he said grandfather. This record is from 1991. It's Bulls on Parade, Rage Against the Machine. Rage Against the Machine's like first album or whatever. And his grandfather gave him. He's listening to his grandfather's
great
record.
Album. It's a great album.
I'm like, how fucking old am I, dude?
Okay. To be fair, he could have been our age. Fucking Bulls on Parade drops. Like Bulls on Parade drops today. I'm buying the album, and I could have a kid, and that kid could potentially have already had a kid and had.
I did the math. I did the math when my dad bought that.
It just hurts when it when it hits you.
But that kid was like at least 16 or 17 years old, 15, 16 years old. So either that grandfather is 90 years old, or the grandparents and parents had kids at like 18. There's no other in between, unless we're just at a point now where like I'm thinking about Kyle Meyer's kid. Kyle Meyer's kid is 17 years old.
Yeah.
it's very possible for Kyle's dad to have given,
I want you to understand something. I see where you're going. A girl that I went to high school with is a great grandmother.
Oh,
I saw it the other day. I was like,
God, what? There's no way.
But you think about, yep.
Great grandmother?
She has a child that just had a child.
So she's a grandmother. Oh no. Yeah, she's a grandmother.
That would be okay. Yeah, grandmother.
Whoa, fuck. I was like great grandmother.
Yeah. Okay, I got tripped up there for a second. No, she had a child who just had a child, so she's a grandmother.
Okay,
but still,
that is a possibility. You're exactly right. There is a high possibility you could be a grandparent right now.
But I mean, like our age. Well,
like Christine's mom's 52. She's 12 years older than me. She's younger than my cousins are.
Yeah, okay.
But that's also like a concept that you can think about too, is that people can just have kids hella young. Like if
I know.
The three of them all had kids at 18, yeah, you could have a kid that's like pushing what, 6, 7 right now. Woo, wow. That's wow. Woo, baby girl. That's
insane. Fuck though. Fuck, can you imagine how fucking I don't know.
Although I'm thinking about it too. How dope.
Other perspective, man. Kids are out of the house raising their own kids. Like you got your life back at that age.
Agreed.
There's a completely different side of that coin.
Well, okay.
Maybe I got it wrong.
Wait. You start your life, right? If you had a kid at 18, you never got to have a life. You got to have kids. So now you get to start your life.
Now you're trying drugs.
Yeah.
Now you're like, I wonder what blows like.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, that sounds like a fucking nightmare. But
you're right. We got it right.
but then the other side of that too is how dope would it be for the kid to have a fucking 37-year-old, 38-year-old grandparent? How dope would that be? Like, I'm going to grandpa's house and be like, yo, we're playing video games. We're going to go fucking ride coasters and shit like that. Right. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking my grandparents were fucking old when I was a baby. You know what I mean? There's gotta be the middle ground in that. I see that now with the kids somewhere. Now. You know what I mean? Like, grandma here is 52. She's fucking ready to rock. She takes the kids. They do random shit all the time. Go and do dope ass shit all the time. I'm like, that would be sick to have a grandma that was like able to do that type of stuff. I'm fucking
mine had like a diabetic foot.
Yeah, I went to church with my grandmother. You know what I mean? We cooked in the kitchen. That was it.
Yeah, touche.
There's got to be brighter sides to everything. I mean, except for just I don't know how to inject. I just want to fucking like knowledge and just like start shoving it into the kids though. It's like I just don't want the TikTok culture anymore.
I don't.
Because you know what that does? You know what that creates? That creates Olivia Wilde.
Okay, let's end this fucking podcast. Fucking, I'm over this subject. This one fucking hurts me hard.
Yeah, she's rough looking dude. Woo, boy, man. All right, kids. I hope she comes out and says it's drugs. I hope she just said, "Yeah, I'm really into meth right now."
or please tell me like terminal disease. Like, anything but this is like I'm fine.
No, I'm just doing better for myself.
Oh, fucking thanks, Ozempic.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, kids.
Go fucking read a book. Go to the library. Ask about the Dewey Decimal System. See if your librarian knows what that fucking is.
It's not a librarian. It's just a chat bot in the front. Yeah. An iPad screen.
The Fifth Element. You want some more?
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here.
All right, everybody.
Bye-bye.